This is the most effective at-home protocol I have ever seen for viral infections. I'm talking about massive viral reductions and symptoms disappearing in as little as 12 hours. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what they did in this study. And because I know many people have the attention span of a fish, I will get to the results quite quickly. And then after you've seen the results and you realize why you should watch the rest of this video, we'll dive into the specifics of the protocol. So this study was titled A Novel Approach of Combining Methylene Blue Photodynamic Inactivation, Photobiomodulation, and Oral Ingested Methylene Blue in COVID-19 Management. I still don't think we can say that word here. A pilot clinical study with 12-month follow-up. So the researchers developed the protocol, which is now known as the Luminova Upper Respiratory Protocol, LURP for short. And what they did is they used it on people with extremely high viral loads and people who were unvaccinated. And they designed it as an at-home treatment, so people didn't have to go to hospitals. And the idea was to stop the virus from replicating and to decrease inflammation throughout the body. So this was a 3-part protocol. And before we dive into the specifics, let's cover the results so you know to watch the rest of this video. 88% of people cleared all of their symptoms within 12 to 24 hours. There were massive viral load reductions. So we're talking 30,000 to 250 million fold decreases in viral load. And then a year later, they followed up and they found that one person out of the entire group had long symptoms. That one person, if you could probably guess this, is the one person who dropped out of the study and didn't complete the protocol. So let's jump into the fun part now. 3 parts, as I mentioned. What the researchers said is that depending on the severity of the case, they would use a combination. You could then use this as your own intuition. If you were really sick, you could think about combining all 3 together. But part 1 was to use methylene blue on its own. So it was oral ingestion, and they were doing this every 8 hours. The dose they used in the study was between 0.7 and 0.9 milligrams per pound of body weight. So the reason to take methylene blue orally was to block the viral replication and to also decrease inflammation throughout the body. Part 2 of this protocol, which is really important that you separate from part 3, was to actually use red light therapy by itself. So they didn't want to combine it with methylene blue because that would change the way your body uses the light. So a very quick part of this protocol, they would target under the tongue and they would do 60 seconds of red light therapy. This would get to circulating blood and it was designed to reduce inflammation further and to stimulate a proper immune response. The third part of this protocol, and this is where it gets really exciting, the researchers actually said that this was a core part of the protocol and it's designed to inactivate the virus where it enters your body. So they used a 1% methylene blue solution and they're targeting both the tongue and the nasal cavities. So they would take 7.5 milliliters, just above a teaspoon size, and you would swirl that in your mouth for 60 seconds. And then just using a cotton swab, you would apply the same solution into your nasal cavity. Now it's really important, they waited 10 minutes after this application, just allow it to be properly absorbed by your tissues, and then they threw in the red light therapy. So they were doing a 5-minute red light therapy session that's aimed into the nasal cavity and into your mouth. Now I'm someone who generally doesn't get sick very often, but having this knowledge, in some weird way, I'm kind of excited to get sick again. As the study found, they were literally able to clear symptoms within 12 to 24 hours. If you want to learn more about how methylene blue and red light therapy work together, I've done another video over here where you can check it out and find out some of the other uses of this powerful combination.